Hi, welcome to your Capricorn Crosswatcher video for June 2019. For those of you who don't know what a Crosswatcher video is, sometimes we might be dating someone or have our eye on somebody or an ex or somebody that's important to us, and we're wondering what's going on, and we might be tempted to check out tarot readings for their sign, and that's what cross-watching is. So I'm specifically doing one for that cross-watcher energy for somebody who's curious about a Capricorn. I have to say, guys, a couple of things. If you are a Capricorn, this video may not resonate for you because it's not for you, it's for the cross-watcher. And if somebody's cross-watching for you, they might not be a fan of my channel. They might not be on here watching my videos. They might be watching somebody else's videos, or they may not believe in tarot. So this is for the cross-watchers who are checking up on a Capricorn. Another thing I want to remind you of, it is still a general reading. Some parts may apply, some parts may not. You know, it is what it is. All right. And then also, I don't do any spilling tea. I don't do any kind of psychic spying. So I'm only asking for information that's going to be beneficial for everyone to be in the open. Information that's going to bring about healing, information that's going to bring about positive results. Okay, I'm not looking to get into anybody's dirty little secrets or anything like that. All right, so the first thing that I'm getting, cross-watcher, as I'm connecting with your energy and your Capricorn's energy, I'm getting the number 5. That's very, very significant for me. Also, before I forget, at the end, I'm going to pull a card, which is a message from your Capricorn for you, cross-watcher, okay? It's going to be a cross-watcher message from your Capricorn. I'm going to pull a card for that as well. When 5 comes up in my readings, it's basically there's a lot of karma here that's being worked out. There's very hot and cold energy, very up and down energy. So your Capricorn might be going through some motions right now. They might be going through some roller coastery energy. It could be energy between the two of you. We'll see what the cards have to say. And sure enough, we've got 6 of Swords as the first card here. So 6 of Swords, very much, as you can see, you know, she's trying to come up for air here. She's been drowning. She's been under that water, and she wants to come up for air. And sure enough, that's probably where your Capricorn's at right now. So if you've been wanting to confront your Capricorn about something, right now may not be the best time. Okay, we're just coming out of that Scorpio full moon energy, which was a doozy, guys. It was massive, and not everybody felt it. But the people who did feel it, my God, did they feel it. I had somebody comment about how, like, wonderful and sensual it was. And I don't know anyone that experienced the moon in that way. I'm happy that that person experienced it in that way, but the majority of the people I know had a very, very hard time with this full moon that just kind of passed. And so your Capricorn may be feeling that full moon energy because it was very much about facing your demons, facing your monsters, you know, really seeing the things that are holding you back and preparing to handle business. Okay, so your Capricorn may even have had other people trying to call them out about stuff, or trying to accuse them of things, or you know, just coming down real hard on them. And that could have been a part of their thing, or the universe is, like, you know, nudging them to stand up and not take it, or nudging them to speak up, or nudging them to, you know, handle those situations. So your Capricorn probably right now is in this energy, just like we see in this picture, in this image here, where she just needs a moment to take a breath. Okay, like, she just needs a moment to come up for air, enjoy that breath. Sorry, I'm like lighting incense here, and I will show you it is incense because sometimes that happens during the videos, and then people see the smoke and they think I'm sitting here smoking a blunt. I have nothing against smoking a blunt if it's legal where you are, guys, to each their own, but I am not doing that during these videos, okay? So you've got 6 of Swords coming up. So another meaning with 6 of Swords is wanting to leave behind drama, wanting to just kind of clear your head, wanting to have a peaceful moment. So if there's something that you've like, it has been heavy on your heart, even if it's like you feel bad about something that happened with Capricorn, or even if it's like, well, I just want to let them know that I'm here for them, or I see that they're struggling, Capricorn's probably not in that energy right now where they're gonna want to hear it. Like, I mean, not that they don't appreciate that you're trying, they're just kind of like, whoa, like, I just need a minute to get away from all of this craziness, and I just don't want to have heavy conversation. I don't want to have stressful topics. I want to try to just kind of clear my head and do something refreshing, or do something that's going to be fun. So if you are in a relationship with a Capricorn, or if you are already in contact with this Capricorn, I would say keep it light. If you know that there's something that they're really into, maybe plan a trip to go do that thing, or go engage in that activity. They need some playfulness right now. They don't need to talk about the future. They don't need to talk about their feelings. They just need to forget about the craziness for a while. So if you are in connection with this Capricorn, that is one thing that you can do for them. Next, we have the World. Now, I don't know if you all have heard me say this if you watch my videos, but anytime I have a major arcana card come up in a reading, especially if I'm doing a love reading, or if I'm reading between a situation between a couple of people, when I have a major arcana card, for me as a reader, the way that I read, this is not true for every single reader, but for me in my readings, when I have major arcana and the World is a major arcana card, it's one of the cards with the Roman numerals, it tells me that there's a very strong past life connection, a very strong soulmate connection, which also ties into the fact that I saw the number 5, and I'm going to get to that in just a moment. So this tells me that you all have a past life connection. There is a soulmate connection here. You all were destined to meet, and you came in with a contract. You had a contract to interact with one another. And so the contract here is the World. Okay, this is your contract. This card sums up your contract. Well, what does that mean? Well, what it means is being able to pass a test successfully. Being able to win the video game or the challenge, and come out of your shell and be seen and rejoice, and, in some cases, even physically travel. Okay, so it's about expanding your horizons and coming into an energy of triumph, overcoming any kind of obstacles and seeing something through to completion, but there being a happy ending about it. Okay, a positive ending about it. So whatever this is, you all are kind of getting ready to turn this really big corner in the month of June, where you all are coming up on this really big crossroads to get to this level, to fulfill this contract, to be in it and win it, so to speak. That kind of energy. It could also be for some of you, and this is for some of you, it's not for all of you, you may have been dealing with a Capricorn where the energy or the relationship was very much kind of like on the down low. Like maybe you felt like it was a friends with benefits kind of situation, or you were like, what's up with this person? Am I somebody on the side? Are they embarrassed of me? Like, what is going on? So there could even be something where your Capricorn is like, no, I realize you're my soulmate, and I want to go open about this. Like, I want to be public about this. I want to, present you as a, as my person, or somebody that I'm with, a relationship, whatever it might be. For some of you, where you've been in a relationship with this Capricorn for a very long time, and there's just been some step they haven't been taking. Maybe you've been waiting for them to pop the question, or maybe you've been waiting for them to want to move in, or to get married, or to have a baby, or something of that nature. They're finally getting ready to come into the energy to do this. In fact, the fact that they haven't done it till now has probably been a part of their fears. But like I said, that Scorpio full moon was very much about that whole kind of facing your fear kind of energy. So they're coming into wanting to release the fear and to accomplish this thing. They may want it as much as you do, right? But they may have not told you this yet, because they're still going through this growth cycle. So next here we have 10 of Pentacles. All right, so Capricorn is also going to be really focused on their finances. this is going to be a part of what's going on, a part of maybe what's been holding them back to take certain steps with you or to take certain actions with you. But something is happening in June where they're getting their money in order. They're getting it balanced. They're having it happen. Some of you may even be going into business with this Capricorn, or you may have a plan or an idea, or you may be assisting this Capricorn in some of their business decisions, okay? I don't know why. I just heard getting out of debt. So some of you are dealing with a Capricorn who's been very stressed about their finances and about their debt, and something may be happening for them in June where they're finally getting out of debt, and that's going to really benefit their interaction with you or their relationship with you. It's going to be a big stress that's going to be off their back, and so then in that way they're going to be able to really kind of, open up a little bit more and relax a little bit more. And as I was saying that, I just saw a flash in the corner of my eye, like something just kind of darted. I saw this light that darted across my eye. So that's going to be very significant for some of you, okay? I feel that kind of comes in as confirmation when things like that happen. For some of you, Crosswatcher, maybe you're the one with the debt, and maybe you're getting out of debt, and something is happening where it's alleviating stress on a relationship, or maybe you all are finding a way to do this together. But I am hearing something about getting out of debt. We have justice. So yeah, evening that scale, okay? For some of you, and this came up for one of the other signs too. I don't know if it was Aquarius or if it was Aries, but there may be some kind of financial issue between the two of you. Maybe the debt is in between the two of you. And so something is being balanced, something is being repaid. So if you owe money to this Capricorn, maybe that is going to be a way for you to show your good faith, like as a good faith gesture to make a payment towards that, or to pay it off if you can. Or they may be stepping up and as a good faith gesture, making a payment to you if they owe you. Overall, though, I do think this has to do with a balance and something being healed. Typically, when the Justice card comes up, it can have to do with a court case. So some of you are dealing with a Capricorn who has some court case that's pending, that's been stressing them out. And so there could be something happening with court that once this is over, they can kind of calm down and relax and move on with their life. But the overall energy that I'm getting around it for the majority, of you, I don't think it's a court case. I feel like for the majority of you Crosswatchers, this is some scales that are being balanced between the two of you. There's maybe some unfinished business here where something needs to be brought into the light and discussed and solved and healed, because I'm seeing Archangel Raguel. And for those of you who are not familiar with the archangels, Archangel Raguel is the patron archangel of clearing up misunderstandings, bringing about peace, opening up communication where somebody feels wronged in some way. So even this could apply for some of you who are already living with this person or married to this person, or you've been seeing or dating this person for a while. It could be something that happened in the past that you all just could not see eye to eye about, or like they weren't confessing, or they weren't admitting they're wrong, or they weren't wanting to discuss it, and you maybe just got to a point where you were like, okay, you know what, whatever, forget it, like I'm over it, this isn't going anywhere, and you guys maybe just swept it under the rug and you moved past it because you couldn't seem to get over it, or you couldn't see the eye to eye. But the Justice card is giving me a sense or a feeling with Archangel Raguel that Capricorn is finally going to be ready to discuss this, and you're going to be ready to discuss this, and some truths are going to be revealed, and some situations are going to be healed. There's going to be some kind of a balancing. Okay, there's going to be some kind of a balancing here where this is going to get cleared out. Keep in mind, this is another major arcana card, okay? So this is that soulmate energy. This is that contract energy. This is that big turning point, big growth energy. So I do feel there's going to be a very serious topic that you all are going to be discussing, not with the intention of pointing fingers or blaming, not with the intention of there being drama or fighting it or even hashing it out, but more just kind of communicating, being open about it, being honest about it, facing the issue and resolving it once and for all, so that it's no longer this elephant in the corner of the room that nobody's, acknowledging or talking about. Next, we have King of Wands. This is a lot of passion. Okay, this is a lot of passion energy. Okay, so it could be that as this relationship is becoming more healed, or more like, you know, Capricorn is getting, you know, their successes coming in, and it's building their confidence. They might be in this very passionate energy, so they might just kind of be in the mood for that physical connection. That might be a big part of what they're looking for from you, as another kind of level of validation. For some of you, I heard, I don't know why, for some of you, I heard couple counseling, sex therapy. That might not be for all of you. Okay, it could be maybe for a small select few of you. Maybe you have cross watcher. Maybe you have some things that make it difficult for you in physical intimacy, or maybe your Capricorn has some issues that make certain aspects of physical intimacy uncomfortable for them, and so maybe that is being healed, or that is being looked at. King of Wands overall, though, is a very, like, you know, good time, success, confidence, you know, even generous. I'm even going to say generous energy, because King of Wands can very much be life of the party. So your Capricorn may be in that energy, and they may even be feeling generous towards you. But I also feel there's an aspect of socialness here. It doesn't necessarily mean that your Capricorn is going to want to be all out there with all these different people and hooking up with different people. Not necessarily, but they just really might be in this energy where they're wanting to experience life. They're wanting to get out. They're wanting to socialize. They're wanting to do fun things. They're wanting to have communication with others. They might be very passionate about certain subjects or certain things. And so I do feel, cross-watcher, you're going to have to keep up with this Capricorn if you want to be with them, because I almost feel like they're getting the second wind, or there's like some fire that's being lit from underneath them, and they're just really wanting to experience a lot of different things. And if you want this relationship to work out, or partnership to work out, you're going to have to be willing to be right on in there with them, right? You're going to have an open mind about experiencing different things, or socializing, or, you know, kind of coming out of your shell. So that is something that's going to have to be looked at as well. Let's see what message Capricorn has for Crosswatcher. What does Capricorn want Crosswatcher to know? What does Capricorn want Crosswatcher to know? What does Capricorn want Crosswatcher to know? Okay. So there's a message on the back of this card, and I'm going to read it to you in just a moment. But I read intuitively. So I'll look at a card and I'll see pictures, and I will see what's jumping out at me, and I will pull messages from it. You are more than welcome to do the same. You're more than welcome to kind of, you know, take a screenshot of this, or you know, pause it and take a look at it and see what messages are jumping out at you, or what about the picture stands out to you. But what I am seeing is I feel this person feels like something was lost in the past. Maybe there was some pain in the past, and maybe they hadn't opened up to you, or they hadn't expressed to you that something was bothering them. And that kind of, to me, also confirms that whole energy I was getting around the Justice card. So they may feel that a certain part of this relationship was lost or damaged, and they maybe up until now felt that it was very irreparable, that it couldn't be repaired, or that it couldn't be fixed. And so or it could even just be something about themselves, right? Like it could be, I'm hearing soul retrieval, right? Soul retrieval, and they may be realizing that you're a significant person for them on this path. Okay, but there's maybe some things they've never opened up or told you that they're feeling that they want to say to you now. For some of you, it could even be in terms of some kind of closure, okay? But from looking at the image, that's the feeling that I'm getting. But the message itself is, each of us is an angel with only one wing. We can only fly by embracing one another. So your Capricorn may be realizing that they feel like they need you. They want you in their life, or they need you in your life. For some of you, I'm going to be honest with you, some of you are going to be very surprised because you might be watching this for one Capricorn, and you may meet another one in the month of June who ends up being a really significant soulmate. Because this feels to me like this could be really Capricorn energy overall. Okay, cross-watcher or no cross-watcher. Capricorns could be in this energy where they're like, I'm really ready for my soulmate. I'm ready for my soulmate. So you may be getting involved with a whole new Capricorn that you feel an instant connection with, for some of you. But overall, I think that this Capricorn is in this energy where even though they're in this King of Wands energy, they still want to have that partnership. They still want to have that angel. They still want to have that connection, that other wing. They just want somebody who's going to be upbeat and keep up with them. Okay, let's see what Crosswatcher can convey or express to Capricorn that can help the relationship. What would be reassuring for Capricorn? What can Crosswatcher say or do to help this relationship with Capricorn? Oh, look at this. This is kind of like a standstill. This is like neither one wants to talk to the other person. I just feel like they're both just kind of like, you know, irritated with one another. Okay. So we say, it is better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from this. I think for some of you cross-watchers, Capricorn might feel like you're just looking at them as like, you know, you really want somebody to settle down with, or you want somebody that you can kind of rely on. And, you know, if they don't work out, then you're like, whatever, I'm on to the next. I feel like they want to know that like you're in this for the experience, and that you're not going to have these expectations of them like, you better do this for me or you better do that for me. They want to feel like you're going in this obviously hoping for the best, but like because you want to be with them. There's something about them that you appreciate or that you adore, not because there's some kind of an end game, which can be, there can be a fine line there. There can be a fine line there. So meditate on that. Meditate on that and what that might mean for you, because some of you aren't going to be about it, and some of you are going to be like, okay, all right, I'm a little bit more awakened, I'm on a spiritual path, I get the meaning in that. And you know, if it's for you, great. If it's not, that's great also. You know, then you know, and then you can kind of make up your mind about what's going to be right for you, right? Different strokes for different folks. Check out your moon sign. Check out your weekly forecast too, guys. I'm gonna have the love reading for June for each zodiac sign in the next couple of days. So if you watch your love reading for June for your sign, it's gonna bring more information for you. And then also check out your weekly forecasts, guys, because I don't just talk about love on this channel. I know everybody's really into love. I understand it, I get it. But in the weekly forecast, I talk about money, career, family life, spirituality, all the other super duper amazingly important areas of your life. So I don't want to just only focus on love. So those of you who are like, yeah, you know, there's more to life than just love, check out the weekly forecasts as well. I will have your love readings up in a couple of days as well. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Wishing you all the best, Crosswatchers.